Hi, Chrissy here. So, I don't think I told you guys this, but in the last few weeks, teaching online English, and I've actually been teaching 12 years now, but online it's kind of like this is the first kind of stint at it, and I'm happy about it, and it seems like a really convenient way to earn some extra money. So, yeah, I can tell you my experience with that and what I guess my tips would be teaching English online. There are several schools. I think the first school that I heard about was a VIP Kid. Um, it's really good pay, and I think for teaching online, I think it starts at 22 for half an hour. Oh no, 22 for an hour. But it goes up, and it doesn't just go up in like 6 months. It goes up depending on what kind of course you do and how you get the course, and if it's a short notice course. So I would say VIP Kid is one of the better companies to work for. There's also Nice Talk. Nice Talk is more of a tutoring online platform, and the pay is less, I think. I think you can adjust the pay to what you want, but most people start around $10 an hour, which is not a lot of money. Then you have, I think there was also Boxfish. Boxfish, I think they have two different possibilities. You have either a course you could teach, or you could do a tutoring session where basically just chatting. But naturally, if you want to retain the student, you have to chat on their level, that they're going to understand you and help them to grow. And of course, they have also courses. There was also Palfish, and it's a similar platform. Either you teach a course to children, or you do tutoring with children and adults. You could even do groups with Palfish, and I believe also Fishbox as well. There was also there's so many different schools. All you have to do is type in English teaching online, and you'll get many different possibilities. And so I'm happy about that. And what else could I say? I will definitely be working with that for a while at least, and seeing how things go with that. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is, you can naturally, in Europe, you can definitely teach English. I did that privately and also employed for many years. I still am like a private teacher, but I don't really teach so often like the way I used to. I used to work for a school, and I worked part-time, employed, but this was maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And then I also worked for a freelance companies. Well, basically they offered you a freelance contract, and I think I worked with 4 different schools. They have several here in the Munich area. All you have to do is type Munich English Language School, and you'll find them. I'm not really in cooperation with them anymore, so I wouldn't give them their names out, but definitely you could do that. Although teaching, I wouldn't say teaching in Europe or in Munich is going to be the greatest way to make money. Teaching in China is definitely better, but you have to want to go to China. And naturally, if you're a German trained English teacher, which means you've gone to German university, then it's a different story altogether. You're a teacher, you could say, within the government here. Naturally, you can teach privately without any licenses or qualifications, but not in a school and not for the state. I mean, you could teach for a school, but not for a public school, a state-run school. So those are the things you have to think if you want to teach English in this area. And yeah, although, like I said, privately speaking, if you set up a website and you set up maybe some social media services with your offer, you definitely will get some traffic coming to your different social media entities, and I'm sure you'll be getting phone calls for English courses. It's just that I kind of want more flexibility. I really don't want to do, because I've stopped teaching for a while with companies and even privately for different reasons, for other work that I had done for years that basically there was really no time to teach English, set up a class. So I would do some private stuff. I did where I'd sit in a cafe because I applied on a certain website, or I was a part of a certain club for English teaching in Munich, and then they found my information, and then I met up with a person, and maybe for 20 or 50 euros for the hour, I'd have a conversation and I'd correct their English. So yeah, so those are some tips that I just wanted to give.